Hey guys, welcome back. Bolt Spider here, and today we're going to be going over a deck that I really haven't touched ever since it released, and we're going to be covering Salamangreat. Now, Salamangreat was one of the decks from the Eternal format, and this deck has definitely changed over time. No one plays it because it has been power corrupted, so let's get right into the deck. Now, for Salamangreats, they are, or were, a link summon deck using things like Mirage Dalio and all that. But let's get right into how I would build the deck now. So we're gonna start off with the one-ofs being the Jack Jaguar, the Fowl, the Falco, and the Gazelle. Now, then we go into the Triple Spinny and the Triple Foxy. After that, we're going to the extra deck cards. I wish we could run Mirage Dalio, but we cannot. This is where we're going to do double Heat Leo, the triple Sunlight Wolf, the triple Phalanx. And you could opt into running Pyro Phoenix, but Pyro Phoenix isn't really that good. And then we get into spells, and what we're going to need is going to be the one Circle, double Will, the one Sanctuary that is searchable off of the Phalanx. Then after that, we have the one Rage, double Roar. Now let's do into Cyber support, because Cybers is actually a lot of interesting tools they can use for this. So let's get right through it. We're going to be running the one Lady Debug, because Lady Debug is actually a very strong card. Actually, three Lady Debug, because it's another copy of Circle, and it is a level 4 that you can link away to summon out Phalanx. After that, we are going to need... Where is it? Oh, Parallel Exceed is not here, but... we could opt into running Backup Secretary. It states if you control Cyber monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon it once per turn this way. So it's an interesting extender they could do. We're going to run it because it's actually good. We could run Light End, but no. Actually, no, we could run Light End Dragon, because that's actually very interesting choice that you can run. We're gonna need the Update Jamma, right there. Update Jammer is a good card. I'm just gonna flush out the whole entire extra deck first, because that is easier. We have the Abyss Dweller. After that, we have a Boral Sword, and I'm gonna put a Boral Load right there. After that, we're gonna need... you can't make a salad deck without Hita. And now we have 2 spaces left. Access Code Talker is an amazing one, because we could actually go right up into it. And then finally, the other best card that we can run is Nightmare Phoenix. Also, we could run Divine Arsenal because we're running XYZs, so... sorry, Boral Sword. Access Code Talker is more important. So that's the base of the deck, so let's start filling it in with more generic stuff. Parallel Exceed is an amazing card. It goes into itself, summoning out another cop. So it summons itself, summons out another copy, so you can go into a rank 4 or a link of 2. Most likely you're going to go into the rank of 4, because these are winds and not fire. I mean, you could go into Phalanx, but I would rather go into a XYZ of 4. After that, Sea Archiver is an amazing card. If a monster is normal or special summoned to a zone a link monster points to, you can special summon this card from your graveyard or hand, but banish it when it leaves the field. It's a generic extender, and where you don't have Mirage Dalio locking us into fire anymore, so it's more of a line of this is Cyber's deck. One of the other better cards in the deck is Silent Mining, because when you pair this with, if you open up something like a Foxy or a Spinny, you can activate Mining, dump the Foxy, grab the Gazelle, then search the Gazelle, summon the Gazelle to send the Spinny. Pretty good combo that you could do. After that, generic one-ofs, Call by the Grave. Let's do the generic one-ofs of this format. We have Call by the Grave. We also have Feather Duster and Monster Reborn. So those are the generic one-ofs for the format that we have. Now for the hand traps. Ash Blossom. Imperm is actually very good this format. And then we have the Nibiru's if we want. After that, we're going to need a small Salamangreat, and that is going to be consisting of Triple Strike, because that's actually very good. Now, we're at 41 cards. I like to do 40 or 42 in these videos, so let's see what we can do and cut out. I believe this is where that goes away. So there we go. We have a 40 card Salamangreat deck, and possibly on the budget, on a little more expensive side, but still able to get every card with ease. So this hand is perfectly ironic of what I mentioned earlier. You dump the Foxy to grab the Gazelle, and then Gazelle's gonna trigger after that. And with Gazelle, we're gonna summon it, and then we're gonna send the Spinny. And then the Spinny gets sent. We're gonna activate the Spinny to summon itself. And then we're gonna go up into a Phalanx. Use the Phalanx and Chain Block with the Parallel Exceed to summon out the Exceed to summon out another copy. And we get Salamangreat Sanctuary because that's a very good card. And then we're gonna use Parallel Exceed to summon out another copy. And this is where Abyss Dweller gets summoned. Very good. After that, we're going to summon out Sunlight Wolf. Activate the Sanctuary. Activate Will. Use Will target to special summon out the Phalanx. Use Sunlight Wolf's effect to grab the Gazelle. Then we're going to use the Foxy effect, pitching the Gazelle to summon it, and no, we don't have to. And after that, we can go up into, we could go Hita, or we can go up into the other Sunlight Wolf. So then that's what we have, and we could extend and do something better, like an Appaloosa. So that's where we can actually we don't need to run those, so we could go Appaloosa and the Boral Sword, because we're not locked into fires anymore. And let's get a better hand. This is a great hand. We're gonna add a Salamangreat monster, and this is going to be our, I think we're gonna grab the Jaguar. After that, we're gonna use the Cyanite Mining, dumping the Jaguar to grab the Gazelle, because you always want to grab the Gazelle off the Cyanite Mining unless you get Ash, so you get the circle. And then you summon out this, and you use the effective Gazelle to dump this Spinny. After that, we're going to go activate the Spinny effect, summon out the Spinny. Then we go up into the Phalanx, use Phalanx's effect, and then we get the Sanctuary, which is actually very great. And then we're going to special summon the backup Secretary. And then we're going to use the Spinny and all that. Next, we're going to use Jaguar, shuffling back our Gazelle, so we can summon it to his own points to. Then we get Sunlight Wolf's effect and put the Phalanx back, but that's not going to matter because we're going to go up into the Phalanx, activate the Sanctuary. We're going to summon out the other, And finally, I think we're going to end with a co-link right there. Then we set the roar, and now our Sunlight Wolf cannot be destroyed by battle, so they have to use a card effect, and Balinx is there to protect it. And we have a roar face down to negate any effect. And then we get the effect of this, Sunlight Wolf, to add back the circle. That's actually very strong. And we're just going to set our whole hand to bluff, and then pass. Ooh, this is a interesting hand. Let's normal summon Spinny. And then use Foul. Summon out the Foul. Go into Balinx. It's all rudimentary combos. And very straightforward. We're going to activate the Spinny. Go up into Sunlight Wolf. And then go up into Sunlight Wolf. Then we can activate the Spinny effect if we want to grab back the Foul for next turn. Summon out the Spinny, use the effect of Sunlight, yoink the Foul back, and we can also set 3 and go into Balinx. This deck overall, it doesn't look very strong, but you can get blindsided by it if you're not careful. Overall, it will take a little time to learn and figure out what you want and what you don't want. You can also go for a Code Talker variant where you run more Cyberse extenders than Salamangreat cards. Overall, this definitely feels like how it was in 2019, and it will probably feel the same till 10 years down the road, unless if they get support randomly here or there. But overall, Salamangreat is a lot of interesting twists and turns you can take. You can opt into Parallel Exceed or not, or same with the Backup Secretary and C Archiver. Honestly, I would run more Backup Secretary than C Archiver because I want to see this card more than C Archiver itself. So, and the funny thing is, Backup Secretary is in Ghosts from the Past, so you have a holographic version of it to come out. And you could also run Backup Supervisor if you want, but that's really up to you. Overall, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. You can find my Twitter, Twitch, and my Discord server link down below. And if you want to see more content like this, please hit that subscribe button and hit that bell, as it definitely supports the channel. And after yesterday's video, we're up over 250 subscribers, so I'd like to thank you all for that. But anyways, I've been Bolt Spider. See you guys in the next video, and goodbye.